Good morning, everyone. So I'm back reading on Trump's health happenings, whatever, for Wednesday, May 7th. And I am using the Rider-Waite Tarot, and I have allowed for reversals. So let's see. And I'm doing this reading on Monday, so cut me some slack with not knowing the actual events that are happening. But I'm focusing in on his health anyway, truly. But, you know, other times things come through. So, at least what the cards are trying to teach me. All right. Wednesday, May 7th. Donald John Trump. Donnie, 2 dolls. God. Oh, jeez. Mr. Bribes a lot. Woo. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So, not making good choices, not, it's like a bad karma. I mean, first of all, really bad karma. It's like his I want to say it's a turning point for him, but it's got him on his head, you know. On the level of health, now this is the forces in motion for the whole day. It's ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter rules Sag, so there's that. His moon's in Sag, so he's, he's kind of susceptible to fast-moving energy, especially coming from the public. Gee, I wonder if Mussolini, can you imagine Mussolini, which I believe who he was in his past life, had that kind of, it wasn't very bright. And there was just all this moving around all the time, like he thought he was a big leader, and you saw how he ended up. But so anyway, this on a health level, this is being stuck in a vicious circle. It's being stagnant in the body. The Jupiter rules the liver. Sag rules the hips. Stuck in his body, stuck in a vicious circle of bad choices. This is our card. When it comes to reverse, this is toxic liver problems, gout, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, all of that. The challenge also for the day with the 2 of Pentacles, this brings through the, on one level, balance issues when it comes to the health in the body. On another level, not being able to adapt fast enough, not being able to prioritize the important things for the day because, he doesn't, yeah. But it's also, when this card comes through in a challenge position or reversed, this is severe, this is like extreme swelling in the joints. To the point it feels like, arthritis in the body. He may very well have arthritis. I mean, he's at his age and with his rigidity, but I mean, any of us can have osteoarthritis even at a younger age, and arthritis is it's common. So, but for him, it doesn't help that he's gained so much weight. It doesn't, because we're talking swelling and synovial fluid areas. That's not easy. So this combination means his lymphatic system isn't clearing out the way it needs to. Okay, in the morning, we've got this again. He had this. So I think he's getting up in the morning and snorting whatever he needs, his Adderall or whatever he needs to get going, to feel like he's the man in charge with the power, like he's got the big stick and the power. Ugh. The 7 of Wands coming through reverse brings through the, this is Mars and Leo, so it's like he wants to go and be the big man, right? And usually you have to stand up for yourself and protect yourself. But when it comes to reversed, it's like he's giving in. Maybe there's been a negotiation he was trying to work through and he caved, because this would be a card of caving in. I wonder, because it's first thing in the morning. Health issues with this card. So he can snort all he wants. But health issues are, heart, with this card, heart issues, because, Leo rules the heart. Mars is the life force in the body. Mars relates to, it's any fire sign for the Ace of Wands. So Aries, Leo, or Sag. But it's him just wanting to get up and go. And he's not really able to, because he's having problems. This is my card for either a spinal injury or issues with the brain or issues with the heart and strokes. Wow. Wowee. Okay, midday, we've got the Six of Cups and the Five of Swords. Whoa. So this card, these two cards, okay, let's go one at a time in case you're trying to learn the tarot. The Six of Cups reversed is a card of unresolved childhood issues. And you're stuck in the past because you have unresolved work there. You haven't been able to do we haven't chosen to do the work. That's him, right? So, and this is when it comes to reverse, because it's our Sun and Scorpio card, it's like seeking pleasure, but when it comes to reversed, there's no regard for consequences. And trying to escape pain. So stuck in the past, needing to mature emotionally, and trying to avoid pain. That is the setup for, drug addiction and all the things that he uses. The Five of Swords, okay. So it's a card of defeat. It's a card of the deepest inner conflict. It's a card that has to do with loss, shame. I don't think he'll feel shame, but it is a card of being humiliated. It's also a card of, somebody coming after you sometimes. It's not a good card at all. It didn't come through reverse, so I can't really say much about on the health level, except for it's just a lot of mental tension, and this is his need to be right all the time, need to be in charge, need to be winning. Well, he's not winning. He's not winning because all of his childhood issues are up. He has issues with both his parents and his whole family, and his, it's up. It's up, and everybody sees it midday. So I wonder who he's going to be fighting with and who he's going to be projecting onto, because that's what he does. He's always projecting. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Evening. We do have the Strength card, so maybe he's feeling a little better by the evening. But still, with the Seven of Pentacles, and then later in the evening, the Hanged Man reversed, and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, okay. So, with the Strength card here, in the evening, I feel like he's just, this is our Sun and Leo card, and I think he's got more courage. Maybe some things come up midday and lets off some steam, and he does access some old issues, and then later he's feeling good. I don't know. I mean, and the Strength card on the level of health is somebody who needs to have patience. But it's a card of being in control. It's just you're supposed to have compassion. That's not him. That's not him. So I have to just read it as courage, but it might also be, some women in his life that helps him feel a little better. I don't know. The Seven of Pentacles in the upright position. He's trying to figure out. Maybe this is the Strength card. Could be somebody who is trying to kind of compassionately help him figure out that all of his so-called trade deals he's trying to do, or trade agreements and like the return on investment, isn't gonna work out if he doesn't have some compassion for the Americans he's affecting. Because he does keep caving, right? That's what this Seven of Wands can be about too. On the level of health, the Seven of Pentacles is it's Saturn in Taurus, so it really, it's not reverse, but I do feel like it does have something to do with his neck and hearing. And somebody commented that they could absolutely see a clear hearing aid in his right ear. That could be what this is about here, because Saturn in Taurus, like Saturn can be bringing in something physical that's like in the body, and Taurus definitely rules the ears and the jaw and all that area back there, TMJ kind of things too. So yeah, okay. Now the Hierophant, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, when it comes through reversed, on the level of health, this is the lymphatic system. This rules the feet. In the reverse position, we're talking insanity and unconscious delusions, and the cult leader that he is, the traitor that he is, the addict that he is. It's sometimes a card of being poisoned or drowning, when it comes to reversed. So that's interesting. He's definitely not looking at things from different angles. He's standing there with his, kind of the stance. He doesn't do that because he just kind of leans forward and his arms just hang loose. But this would be somebody standing there with their hands on their hips going, hey. And with the Ten of Pentacles coming through reversed, this has to do with financial failure and feeling lonely and left out and pushed out, and could be a big health event. This is one of those cards of a big health event. So, wow. Okay, let's see what was at the two cards at the bottom. Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, somebody's not happy with them. And the Tower. Wow. And the Tower wasn't the Tower was not reversed, so he's not averting any disaster. And it's not just a moment when you get the Tower. I don't know why everybody says a Tower moment. When the Tower comes, it ain't no fucking moment. It's like, bam. Unless you're doing some demo in your house, but still, it takes more than a moment because there's a mess. You got to clean the mess up. This is like off with the head. The king and queen are falling out of the high tower. It's, right there. Now, I read it very differently for personal readings. I see it as a breakthrough of the real self. But he's never gotten in touch with why he's devised this false self of external validation and money and all of that. And then look at this. This return on investment isn't working. He's like, what do we do? And we've got a big loss and maybe a big health event. The Queen of Swords reversed. This is just somebody in his life, I think, that is, because the swords, in the old days, they were weapons. Nowadays, they're words and pens and ways to communicate, but there could be other kinds of weapons. right? We've got the Five of Swords up here. Somebody, it's not a good day for him. The only good card he has going on are these two right here. This card can be financial failure, because it's like, I can't keep doing this kind of thing, maybe. Trying to figure out, like, why does a guy stop in the field and just hang there and go, whoa? You know. Or maybe this is about a hoe in his life, because there's the hoe. Now, Laura Loomer is a Gemini, so she would be, when it comes to the Queen of Swords in his life, we're talking Linda McMahon, the Secretary of Education, Laura Loomer, and Kamala, but Kamala's not going to, well, maybe it really bothers him what Kamala said at that Emerge meeting, because she nailed him good. And she's, you know, she says, give it till summer and we'll be in a recession if he gets in, and we're headed that way. We're headed that way, and he's not happy about the past. He's in a lot of fight and conflict and fear and defeat and loss about the past, and it is all about money, and he's not the leader. He's not in his power. He's not in control of himself, and maybe that really gets to him. Because remember, this vicious circle that's on his head, this karma that has him in a really bad position. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just wait and see on this one. And I hope you guys have a really good day. As always, please take good care. Bye.